Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this live stream started. You all come in. Let's do lunch and learn. Let's do lunch and learn. Let's talk about the money game. Let's talk about this money game. Let's talk about what money moves you should be making right now, right? Which involves your credit too. So come in, come in. You're new to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not new, hello, hello, hello. And hit that like button. Give us a thumb up. Let's pump up YouTube algorithm by hitting that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, I am known in the money world as Crypto Queen. And guess what? I have a big, big announcement today. So you all come in when I get like 11 thumbs up. I'm going to share with you all what the announcement is. So come in, hit that like and share button. Even if you're on YouTube, Facebook, the other platforms, Facebook, Twitter, right? I think those are on two platforms I'm streaming on. When I get 11 thumbs up, or over 11 people that comes in and say hello, what's going on? Hello, I got two people. What's going on? Let's do lunch and learn, lunch and learn. Lawton, double L, Levancy, Lawton. All right, you're number 2. Got number 3. I'm gonna share with you all a big, big announcement today that I'm so excited about. So come in again. Let's talk about credit. I want to talk about credit, right? You may know me formerly as the queen of credit because of the results that I used to do. I am retired from the credit game, but I'm still helping people make credit and cash flow moves, right? So come on in. Ken, hello. That's an inside joke. You still doing your Kirk Franklin today? Ken said he felt like Kirk Franklin. No, I do not have my twin, my alter ego. I guess if I did have my twins in, one would be Crypto Queen. One would be, I guess, Credit Queen. The other, probably Cash Flow. If I had right? If I was a triplet, it'd be credit, cash flow, and definitely crypto. That's the formula. Those are the money moves to make right now. Those are the success money moves. Hello, Annie Taylor. So glad you on your way to get out the rat race. That's the only way to be. All right, so I'm seeing 11 on the screen. Thank you. Somebody already dropped the Cash app. I see the number 11 on the screen. So it's time for me to share the big news. You all, hello, coming in from Georgia. Also, drop your city and or state. Or just say hello. Thank you, Levancy Lofton. Thank you so much for the Cash app, right? Thank you so much. I affirm that will return to you in infinite returns by divine right with the same joyness and expedient cheer that you gave it out in both unexpected and expected ways. And that will return to you 1,000 times more, according to Deuteronomy 1 and 11, 1,000 times increase. And guess what? Not just 1,000x increase. I know Grant Cardone says 10x, but not just 1,000x increase, but also you will be blessed. Deuteronomy 1:11 says increase 1,000x and bless you, y'all. And bless you, y'all. Let me try to get my hair together. I'm rocking this natural, and when you're exercising, it takes some effort to keep it flat. All right, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, all the way from Louisiana. Thanks for tuning in. Is that Avondale Estates, Georgia? I hope I pronounced that correctly. We got Georgia, Louisiana tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. So this is the big, big announcement I'm so excited about today. The book is on Amazon. My second book. You look in the background, you see the first book is My Millionaire Moves. You see the purchase February the 9th. That's my purchase. I have my author's copy just to proofread, rather not pre-read, but proofread. But it has been approved on Amazon. This is the Crypto Chris. Let me see, can I increase the screen for you? Double L, thank you so much for tuning in from Florida, and thank you again for the 1111 super chat. The Deuteronomy's 1:11, peace and blessings and increase upon you. And so this is it. Crypto Chris take his friends on a journey. Let's see. Can I enlarge the image? There we go. It's on Amazon. I'm going to share the link with you in the comments. And thank you in advance for your support. Right? I woke up to this email approximately like 3 a.m. this morning. My phone gave me a notification. I woke up. I was so excited. So it is hot off the press. I haven't even received my hard copy yet. I haven't received my hard copy yet. I just put in that order today. So I'm so excited. This has been a long time coming. The direct link, everything you need is in the super chat, as you see, or in the comment section, as you see. Millionaires are us. So rags to riches, the Bitcoin millionaire, the poor little rich kid. If you see, Crypto Chris is converting cash, dollar bill, y'all, fiat currency, and the machine is producing now the Bitcoin. I am the author. Many people know me as Crypto Queen, but my government name is Latanya Deloach. So the link to purchase is there. Crypto Chris take his friends on a journey of self-employed entrepreneurship, cryptocurrency investing, and network marketing. This is what the book is about. Find out what happens in this book when Crypto Chris learns about working harder versus working smarter about and money savvy skills, about money and money savvy skill. Life is hard, and it's even harder for children. Right, this is a children's book, but adults will get a wealth of knowledge and information, especially about cryptocurrency, crypto mining, and how cryptocurrency will work. And it says life is hard, but even harder for children who are just trying to figure things out. So this book is perfect if you have children aged 6 years or older. Again, it is also perfect for adults as well. The investment opportunity is a low investment opportunity. You know, I had to keep the 1111 in of 2111. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the support. That's directly from Amazon. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. I ordered my copy so I'll be able to proofread. Even that description, I just saw something on there that I wanted to change, right? That I go back in there and change over. So it is ready to go. Been a long time coming. And thank you for in advance for those who support. So let's get into credit. Yep. I want to start with credit first, right? Now is the time more than ever, people, to get your credit repair. I did a live stream one time this month, and in January, not this month, I forgot. This is February, right? That the credit agencies right now are under scrutiny. Now, you know, back in February of last year, I know it's February this year, so approximately 1 year ago, it was reported that Joe Biden, his administration, wanted to fire the 3 credit agencies. I have my coconut water. And so he wanted to fire the 3 credit agencies, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, right? But most people don't know that you also have 4 major or national credit unions. Most people just know the big 3. And let's start getting the custom of calling them what they are. They're not credit bureaus, right? They're not a government entity. They're no more federal than FedEx. It's just like the feds, right? Is not a federal entity as well. And many people think the feds and the U.S. Treasury is government, and they're not government. So you really have 3: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and you also have the CIBIL, the Credit Information Bureau Limited. The Credit Information Bureau Limited. So it is promoted by TransUnion to provide credit information by collecting and this missing credit information that was not reported accurately. So it does not matter if the information is accurate. What really matters, what gets you results with credit, is, was it placed on your credit report accurately? And more, 9 times out of 10, it has not. It has not been, and though that's what a lot of people do not recognize. They don't realize. They don't understand. And this is where a lot of challenges or credit disputes are able to come off your credit report easily and effortlessly, if you are working with the right company. I'm not referring to a company like Lexington Law. Again, I was hands on in the credit game, so I know how a Lexington Law can drag your credit repair on. When I did not when I was married, I was doing credit report for my ex-husband and I, or credit repair. But we started out with Lexington Law, so we saw firsthand that Lexington Law is not very effective, right? Especially if you have some of the more challenging credit issues, such as inquiry, too many inquiries, inquiry removal, bankruptcy, repossession, et cetera, right? And so, with that being said, this was reported January the 7th that the credit agencies are under fire right now, right? The credit agencies are under fire right now. And so, with that being said, people, now is the best time, from my expertise, from my being in the credit game, from me still being knowledgeable and connected with credit, that while the scrutiny is under fire, to get your credit reports. And not only just because the big three are under fire by the CFPB. The CFPB is the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. Another reason, additional, is because come March, interest rates are going to rise, right? The government has already announced that they're going to rise the interest rate. They gave out a report in January that more than 467,000 jobs have been added to the market. However, these were low-paying jobs, more in the restaurant field, fast food field, and hospitality, such as hotel workers. So low-paying wages, low-paying jobs. But again, they pumped the economy, pumped the stock market, pumped crypto back up after being in the red and taking some dips by releasing this report. And so now this is going to be their leverage or their reasoning for now raising interest rates, which means the opportunity to get low interest rate credit and credit at an easier rate, that window is changing. And that's why you need to take massive action right now. So with this scrutiny, with the credit reporting agencies under fire by the CFPB, again, that's consumers. You and I are consumers, right? So the CFPB fights on our behalf, or Americans' behalf, to have their credit files and to make sure that everything is reporting with 100% accuracy, right? And so now they have over 200 million of Americans that complained last year alone. So many people that were investing in other companies to fix their credit or repair their credit probably saw very little results, or it was maybe ineffective last year, 2021, because all three credit agencies, right, did not review credit report as they were supposed. According to this report, Equifax opened investigations, and they sent the results back to the consumer at later dates, but they did not provide the CFPB with the outcome of the investigations. Every credit agency is supposed to do that. TransUnion did similar thing, promises, and frequently failed to provide the outcomes of the investigations to the CFPB. They consistently refused to take action because it believed that the complaints were submitted by third parties. Listen, people, your complaints can be submitted by a third party, but you have to do what is called a what's that? I can't think of it. It'll come to me. But power of attorney. Power of attorney. Yeah, that's it. You have to do a power of attorney. If you're working with a company that's not asking you for the power of attorney, I would definitely question that, because those Red flags will cause your credit disputes not to be processed. And then Experian, right? Also refuse to act on third party complaints. So make sure that you are connected with a company that understands and that will ask you for a power of attorney. Because whenever they see something that looks like a that's by a third party representing you, then those are going to be red flag right from the door. And your results ratio are then lower, right? And this is also a secret. This is also a secret that when you are working with a company, and if you need credit help, text credit 254-788-1144. Text the word credit. When you are working with a company that use uh, pri- proprietary software, right? When you are working with a company that uses proprietary software versus letters, your results are faster, right? And so now people are using letters in these letter format. They're automatically scanned through machines. Thank you, POA. Thank you so much, Timothy. Yeah, I'm having pronunciation. I guess all these tongue twisters for me, but make sure, right, that you are working with a company that's not just producing letters. And this is why I tell people to connect with me, that I'm working with a vendor who is outsourcing the top tools to get you credit repair. And they're doing it at a very inexpensive investment opportunity of just $79.99 a month. And this is why they're able to offer that. Now, this option is going to be available just for this month only. However, the $79.99 is going away as the organization is upgrading, right? As upgrading, adding some services. So when you have this proprietary software, it takes you past the electronic verification. Most people think the secret to getting credit repair is to ask for a person to read it. Let me tell you, just like the Federal Reserves right now have undersourced, or they have limited workers in the Fed to process IRS returns. It No person is going to take time to read millions of Americans' personal letter for credit repair. That is fictitious or outdated. Having a person reading it, having their eyes on it, the only thing a person is going to do if you staple it, these are some of the old myths about getting your letters, getting a real person eyes on a letter. If you staple it, if you do different ink, right, the only thing they're going to do is disconnect the stapler and still run it through the software. If the software cannot read the file, then it's going to go in a file that says unreadable. And more than likely, it's going to come back approved, or they're going to say it was verified. So you have to connect with the company that has this software, because letters are old and outdated. And the reason why they're able to offer credit repair services for $79.99 monthly. Now, again, that option after February can expire or do away with, right? They're adding some upgrades, and so this is the opportunity to get in at that grandfathered in price. And let me tell you all, people, with Valentine's Day coming up, show yourself some love and start investing in your credit and your cash flow and your crypto, because people, the season is now. And what a lot of people do is they always say, well, hindsight is always 2020, when you can just take the action now while the window of opportunity to get your negative credit back up. And this is what I want you all to do. This is what I want you all to do. Everyone watching this live stream, whether you are watching this live or on the replay, I want you to get an index card, right? I have one right at hand on my desk. I want you to get an index card. This is what I want you to do on this index card. I want you to put 800, and if you're already above 800, kudos to you. But I want you to put 800 credit score as a goal if you're not under 800, right? And then I want you to put, I mean, if you're not over 800, right? Then I want you to put 10,000, $10,000 of passive, not earned income. These are the two goals I want you to make for yourself. Get an index card, put 800 credit score. If you're already there, great. Keep it still in front of you, and then put $10,000 passive income. Let's set some higher goals for 2022. And then I'm going to make sure that I put monthly under this, not yearly, right? We're going to specify. You have to be specific when dealing with the universe with what you want. When dealing with the infinite God, infinite power, and put it somewhere that you're going to see it every day on a daily basis. 800 or above credit score. If you're there, great. Keep it in front of you so you can maintain that. And 10,000 passive income monthly. We're not talking about labor income. We're not talking about income. I'm going to place it right here where I can keep it in front of me. We're not talking about an income stream that comes only when you perform the work. We're talking about the income stream that comes that when you perform the work one time, you can get paid repeatedly. Passive residual income. If you all are on board, this is what I want you to do. I want you to hashtag 800, right? And I want you to hashtag 10,000 right next to it. Let's make a mind message connection, right? If you cannot, if it's not in your head, you will never hold it in your hand. It has to be in the mind first in order to manifest. You have to see it. And once you start seeing it, you'll start believing it and you'll start having thoughts on it. Once you start having thoughts, the universe will bring in factors that will help you and bring in mentors and bring a message like me to give you the steps and the strategies to achieve it. So that's it for credit. You need credit help. Text credit 254-788. The 3 credit agencies are under scrutiny. Now is the time more than ever, right? Now is the time more than ever to get that credit up before this credit squeeze happens, before Fed raises the interest rates. Because we always leverage and use credit, right, to get assets, not liability. Assets are things that takes money out of our pockets. Liabilities are things that put money into our pockets. We're playing chess and not checkers over here, right? We are playing chess and not checkers, people. Now, let's switch to crypto and let's talk about cash flow. How can I get my cash flow up, right? To invest in crypto? I'm glad you asked. That's a great question. This is the game we're playing, people. This is the game we're playing. If you look at my YouTube account, you see that it is still showing Crypto Queen, but I put a dash by it to reflect money moves. These are the money moves you should be making. Get your credit up, right? You want to get with a company that understands the power of proprietary software versus a letter format. And then understand that cash is not king. But cash flow is king. Right? You may be asking me, Queen, what's the difference between cash and cash flow? Cash flow, people, you can only have cash flow from an asset. Right? Now, a job is an asset, and cash is not king. But cash is still an asset because when you need groceries or food or services, it is still accepted for such. However, it's the lowest yielding asset as you lose your purchasing power daily due to inflation. Inflation is the increase of your pricing of your everyday goods and services. You see it at your gas pump and in the grocery store right now more than ever, as we've hit the national average for the highest gas, price, and gas on the national average is averaging right now approximately $3.80 a gallon for a regular. That's not premium. That's not premium. That's not mid grade, right? This is for regular grade gas. The highest gas prices we've seen in years, aka inflation. So the king is the most powerful piece in the money game, but the queen is the most important. The queen is able to make move that the king cannot. So the queen in this money game is assets. The king is cash flow accumulation. So your assets should bring cash flow. Then the cash flow leads to the pawn, which is cash. Now, this is what you should be doing with your cash. You sacrifice the pawn to get more queens. People are not doing that. They take their cash and they spend it. The word spend means E-N-D. They do not invest it. They go out and buy a vehicle that depreciates yearly, and they don't know the tax game of how to quickly or how to identify a vehicle in which you can have tax write-offs at 100%. One of the strategic moves that I made, for example, is when I purchased a new vehicle this year, is that I strategically got a Jeep that was over 6,000 pounds because that was a 100% tax deductible. And I knew that if I needed to escape to the hills or the mountains in this depression, that Jeep would do it. And guess what? Jeeps are really, really fun to drive. They have the great sound system. So with all those benefits, with all the tax deductions, with me investing in a home-based business that positioned me, and at that time, the home-based business investment was $228. I have since took a $228 home-based business invested and have returned at least a 10,000% return on $228 investment. Now, people with a poor mentality mindset think that something has to be expensive to be valuable because they get things like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, red bottoms, Coach that advertise them, let's get a Mercedes or a BMW we cannot afford. Did you all know that people in the black and brown community are the highest buyers of Mercedes? The highest buyers of Louis Vuitton? The minority, more often people that cannot afford it. So cash should be used, people. Yes, you spend it on your essential items such as your bills, your groceries, but then your cash should go into assets. And the reason why a lot of people cash cannot go, they can't invest in the cash assets because they are cash flow negative or they're cash flow neutral, meaning that, okay, I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I get paid Friday and I have to pay past due bills. And so by Monday, I'm broke. That's negative cash flow example. Neutral cash flow example is, Queen, I get paid. I can pay all of my bills, but I have little to no money left over to invest. Now, let me show you, for example, right, what the cryptocurrency market looks like today. Bitcoin is back at $44,000. A big surge. I'm definitely thinking that Bitcoin is going to hit over six figures this year in 2022. Ethereum, Ether is back at 3,200. Those are the top two cryptos. XRP still has big gains at 9%. That's the third most discussed cryptocurrency. And then the meme coins, the most popular ones known amongst people that don't quite understand cryptocurrency world, is Doge and Shiba. And you have Doge up 2% on the day. And then you have Shiba, which did a 28% It's up 10% today, but then a 28% increase on the week. And so, what people don't know, right now, sometimes I question these articles. I don't know how true they are, but I'm going to share it with you because this article says that if you would have invested in Sheeb just a year ago, this is how much money you would have now. How much you would have right now if you invested in Sheeb a year ago. So it says the stock market um, has been known as the world's greatest wealth creators, but over the past couple of years, cryptos have lapped the return of the stock market many, many times, and this is true. The stock market game is really, really slow to me. For people that's still in it, that's fine, but it's just too slow compared when you get into crypto. So again, Ether and Bitcoin are the big two, but Sheeb, and I always say this when I share a Sheeb article. Look at the Sheeb. Aren't they cute? I just love it. So $100 investment a year ago would have brought you a long way. A single Sheeb token purchase. All these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoa, is that 11 zeros? Let me count. Well, I didn't count the one at the dollar sign. I'm only counting one behind the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is 11 with the one. Wow. Some people ask me why I'm excited about the number 11. Well, Deuteronomy is 1:11. Um, it says 1,000 times more may the God of your ancestors, our ancestors, increase you 1,000 times more. And I have my book, my Millionaire Notes. And I'm going to soon release a book called My Millionaire Scriptures. But number 1111 is dual, like the Twin Towers, for wealth and prosperity at the same time. And that's what we are entering in. As Charles Dickens' book says, the tale of two cities, the best of times and the worst of times. When the Twin Towers were destructed or destroyed, over $231 million worth of gold and silver was buried under the Twin Towers. Now, what happened to it? I don't know what happened with it, but I'm telling you, it was under there. So you had death and destruction, but you had a wealth transfer at the same time. And this is what's happening. So you can, it's your decision what side you're going to position yourself on. The greatest wealth transfer of all times or the greatest poverty transfer, because it is happening. And so you eliminate these zeros, right? The gains were 46. We're just going to say, because this is 6 zeros, we're just going to say at least 46% over 2021, right? And then there's the number one code again. January the 1st last year, if you would have put in at least $100, that means that's 11 again, 11,200% in the first 37 days of 2021, it would be a return, according to this article, of $2,077.611, and that ends on number 11. 1 year later, put in another way, $100 investment in Sheep on February 6th of 2021 would have been worth $277,711. I can get into the 711 code, but I'm not, because I have an appointment, so I'm going to end this live stream soon. But on February 6th, people, $277,771. Now let me tell you why this don't work for the normal person. Number one, because this was an investment in Sheep, but it was not available on the larger platforms. It was not easily accessible to the public. It was like an IPO, initial public offering. So only people with inside information on how to invest it before it hit, like crypto.com and Coinbase, right, could do that. So when people see this, they actually look at this and they're like, oh my, wow, I could have $277,000 positive off $100 investment. not for the normal person. Because, right, that was like an IPO, initial public offering, before it hit the big um, platforms where it's more easily accessible, right? Where it's more easily accessible. And so, with that being said, another thing, and I just listened to a live stream talk about this, people don't have a tax plan. They don't have tax shelters to protect capital gains and cryptocurrency. So, let me give you an example. Let's say that you did know about She before it hit the major platforms, and you invested $100 in February of 6th of this year, you would have been up $2,777 and 71 cents. That's kind of, let me see if I got enough zeros in here. Yeah. At 30% tax on that, you would have been taxed $83,000 if you would have pulled that out. $83,000. Right? I talk about the winner from Jeopardy that won, Amy, that won $1.1 million, but she had to pay 500,000 in state taxes to California and Fed taxes, leaving you with $194,444. That's just at a 30% tax rate. And then what most people don't know is then you have to pay taxes. Even after you pay taxes up front, you have to file taxes again at the end of the year on that money again. So you're double taxed. So that leaves you with 1,000, right? You subtract $277,771 from 83,331, $1,904, $440. Then you have to pay taxes on that at the end of the year, which drastically decrease your cost of living. Especially if you live in a state like California, where you send gas prices off the chain and tax. Now, what help people sometimes, if you live somewhere like Florida or Texas or Arizona that are state tax free, but you're not escaping the feds. And then when you spend that money, whether you want to go out shopping spree, you're charged retail taxes. If you want to buy a new house, you're charged taxes on the purchase and taxes on the property taxes. So this is one thing that a lot of people who converting their crypto back into cash, back into their bank accounts, don't have a tax plan. And again, they don't have the extra cash flow. I'm going to show you in about 10 minutes how to get both for a one-time opportunity of $129. Now, again, do not take the investment cost and say it cannot be valuable. Because I told you all, most people think that the credit restoration program, because it's $79.99 a month monthly, it can't be effective because they probably had some type of experience with Lexington Law. But it's the difference between a business that uses proprietary software versus letters. And when you get so many volume of people in, the vendors are able to offer you the credit restoration and credit education services at a lower cost. Some people have paid thousands for credit repair and have not gotten results. Now, I'm not saying that people that do credit repair are scammers, because let's be honest, the people that need their credit fixed are not angels either. Right? So, you can have bad experience on both sides. But one thing about the company I'm connected with is that they have IRS certified and certified credit repair specialists. And so your results are faster when you're doing credit repair that way. Right? And so now let's talk about with Queen. I want more cash flow for crypto. I understand the power of investing in crypto. And people, let me tell you something again. That $100 that brought back 194,000, I think I had on the calculator. People, that was before Shiba Inu was a public offering, when it was IPO or ICO, initial coin offering. Most people don't have those out inside connections. And that's why it's not as effective and people don't get in at the price points that low. But I do want to show you the power of investing in crypto and why you need cash flow. Now, this is what schools won't teach you. Schools don't teach you, and I know because I taught in the public school for 16 years, right? I know what they teach. You've been through the public schools yourself if you got a degree for at least 12 years minimum. So you know they don't teach you this. And J. Paul Getty said this, and John, I don't know who said it first. Was it J. Paul Getty or John D. Rockefeller? But I always quote it from Rockefeller. Is that I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. This is what schools won't teach you. They don't want you to learn. Rockefeller, Rothschild, Henry Ford, who came up with the factory worker. And, then a lot of people were entrepreneurs. They were farmers in the agricultural world. They said, we don't want entrepreneurs. We want employees. So let's flip the game. Let's flip the game, right? So let's give them free, systematic way education to where we can program them to work bell to bell in a school system, walk on the right side of the hall, to only have a certain amount of time to eat, 25 minutes to eat lunch, 5 minutes restroom break. See, that transition, that model right into your job workforce. And so they don't teach you the difference between linear income versus residual. So over here is where most people are, Americans, 98%. 100% of their own efforts, right, times one person equals an income. That's you times a job. 100% of your efforts every day you wake up. You ask 9 out of 10 people, why do they have a job? And they would say, because most people have jobs. That's their only answer. That's the only justification. Doesn't everybody get up and go to work? No, not everybody. Not everybody, just your circle. So you have a job equals income, which means people, your time is now money. See, there's only 3 currencies, right? It's only 3 types of currency in this world. There's time, knowledge, and money. When people ask me sometimes why don't I give them something for free, because that's my currency. And then I'm giving you 2 types of currency. If I give it to you free, that's my time and my knowledge. And time, I'll never be able to get back again. Knowledge, I can always expound upon. Money, I can always make more of. But my time, I never give back. So I never give away my time for free. And neither should you. And so, but this is what people do. They swap their time, something you can never get back, for money. They have no leverage. And then people take pride in this, the S quadrant. I'm self-employed, which means you are your own boss. And that works pretty well until you have to call in sick and you don't have leverage. Now, your boss is going to be fine with you having a sick day because you are the boss, but your bank account may not be. So now you own a job. And you're still trading time for money because you have no leverage. You're starting every day at 0. Every day you start at 0 on this side of the quadrant. Whether you're a 1099 on this side, whether you're a small business owner, whether you're a specialist like a doctor or a lawyer, you trade your time for money. And guess what? On the east side, you're taxed at 40% of your labor. The government says, I want 40%, but then they tax people in the S side, self-employed, solo, specialists, 60%. Because not only, even if you add employees, you say, well, Queen, I can just add employees. Yeah, but you got to pay taxes for your employees as well. So you're taxed even higher here. And then if you're a six-figure income earner, the more you make, the more they're going to take if you don't have a plan. So your tax for your labor is higher. And you're trading your time for even more money, but you're still trading your time for money because you don't understand leveraging other people. So on this side, it's the 1%ers. They say, you know what? I want 1% from 100 people efforts. I understand that networking with strangers is better, right, than doing solo on my own, because strangers can hold the answer to my wealth. And so you own a system and people work for you and with you. You now become a business owner and you're not self-employed. See, understand the difference in the language and the taxation bracket as well. This is where you leverage. So now you become an investor. It could be cryptocurrency, it could be real estate, it could be land, where now you're making passive income, where your money is working for you. See, you can hire your money to be your employees and not just people. Your income on this side, everyone, is not dependent on you being present. It doesn't need you to be there. It can keep working while you're not working. Cryptocurrency, for example, works 24/7, 365 days of the year. I remember last year, Bitcoin in December was like, on Christmas, for example, $26,000. The day before Christmas, it was like it was keeping up with the dates and the days, 25,000. So on all these quadrants, people, on this side, the left side, and you can make money in all four of them. But what you don't want to do is not have a plan to make money on the right side. Because this is the tax percentages. Again, if you're an employee, you get taxed 40%. That means out of your paycheck, before your health insurance comes out, vision, dental, accidental insurance, cancer insurance, paycheck replacement insurance, FICA and state taxes take 40%. And then the other insurance businesses take the other 20. So you get about 40 cents on the dollar when that paycheck hits your bank account. 40 cents on a dollar before it even hits your bank account. This is why your gross pay that's converted into the net looks even grosser after you get it. Then I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. Great. We need doctors and lawyers. I want to be a specialist. I want to own my own LLC. You own a job, so you don't own a system. You're taxed 60%. My family owns a daycare, but we have to pay our employee taxes as well. But over here, where Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Amazon, Tesla, Walmart, McDonald's franchise, over 500 employees, it's not small business. You're taxed even less because this is what the government wants. So why not take the government plan and add your paycheck from the east side to the B side? And this, now your paycheck, you at least bring home 20% more. Virtually everyone that invested $129, you have the IRS, CPA, certified experts that add the tax deductions from the certified home-based business that we have. And virtually at minimum, people have seen an increase of pay every pay period because you give this, your W-4 to your HR, human resources. And you're called a human resource for a reason. You're a resource people to the government. And as soon as your next pay period, you see a paycheck pay raise for right now. Again, it's optional only for this month, for February. 129, that price will change and it will increase. This is a promotional price. This is why I tell people, I don't understand how you're telling me you're investing in crypto and you don't have taxes to help protect you against capital gain taxes when you get that 1099. So the cash flow quadrant is about four types of people who make up the world of money and business and economy. Poor people, employee, they have a job. They study hard, get good grades, find a high paying job. They want a safe, secure job with benefits. This is the great resignation. There's no safe, secure jobs right now. It is none. I just read this morning an organization laid off 200,000 employees as we're going into a global financial reset. So if people are not resigning, right? And in Memphis right now, the Starbucks employees fired after announcing efforts to unionize, have a union. So if people, and then Ford just cut production at eight factories. And so if people are not resigning because of the mandate that was against the jab, they're going to fire and lay off because they want unions. They're overworked and underpaid, especially essential workers. If you see here, that's the whining in the back, the time, trading time for money. So now you got self-employed. You own a job. You have active income versus earned income, right? And on this side, you're self-employed, you're solo, doctor, lawyer, specialist. But over here, this is where the rich and wealthy people go. And if you're on the E&S side for $129, again, option only available for this month. At least add this to your paycheck so your paycheck can get a pump up. You don't have to ask your boss for a pay raise and you don't have to work overtime. Get the same advantages on this side by making this one strategic move. Again, it's just chess, not checkers. So you're a business owner. You own a system and people work for you. They learn how to build businesses, right? You have people working for you. It's network marketing, and you have people working with you. They don't want solo. Solo money is slow money. They count on a team. I told you I was a basketball coach. Michael Jordan still needed Scottie Pippen. He still needed Steve Kerr. He still needed Horace Grant. He still needed, I can't think of that center name right now, right off top. Bill Cartwright, I think, yeah. He still needed this. Great as Mike Kobe still needed Shaq, even after he left. He still needed his teammates, as great as they are, and so does your paycheck. Let me tell you something, people, your paycheck is on life support. So now you become an investor where your money is working for you. I love to put my cash into crypto, but some people don't have enough cash to put in there. Again, some people, your paycheck is just on life support. Your paycheck is saying, I need some help. You need to help me. I'm getting taxed out with FICA. And then you got all these businesses coming out of me, right? You got all these business coming out of me, all these insurances, coming. And then I got to turn around and try to help you pay your mortgage, your rent, your student loan, your credit card bills, your debt. Then your food. You got to make groceries. And then I got to help you try to pay your Netflix, your cell phone bill. Your paycheck is on life support. It's like, will you please add 470 tax deductions for me so I can get some help? Your paycheck is on like it's like, will you please give me? Will you? I need some help. And this is not to make light of the situation, but you know when the campaign came out, I cannot breathe because of George, um, and what the police officer was doing to Black Americans, choking them out, right? Um, your paycheck is like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, and you can't breathe either. You're just as much on life support as your paycheck is. You're just as much as on life support as the paycheck is. So you won't add 470 tax deductions to create some extra cash flow. It's called an instant paycheck pay raise because it usually takes at least 24 hours, 2 to 3 business days, if you just invested $129. And by the next pay period, you can see if you qualify and how much you can qualify for. So this is how the cash flow flows for a poor person. They get a job, then they get a salary, and then here you go. You got your taxes, your rent, your food. You got to get clothes, transportation. But over here, this is the middle class. They get a job, they get a paycheck, and their liabilities look this way: mortgage, car loans, credit card. See, over here, you don't even have a car in most cases. Credit card debt. You don't have credit cards. Your credit is low. You don't qualify. So they have credit card debt, school loans. Then the expenses come. See, over here, middle class, they have liabilities and expenses. Mortgage payment, car payment, credit card payment, again, student loan. But the rich, no paycheck, assets, real estate, stocks, bond. Oh, I forgot too. Middle class, we should put 401k. I forgot that 401k and pension come out that paycheck too. So you really don't get 40 cents on a dollar. That's coming out. They've sold you into, you need to get a 401k instead of learning how to invest your money for yourself that you work for. I forgot about when we can't forget about the insurances, but yeah, you got vision, health, dental, accidental, cancer. Then your 401k or pension comes out. Oh my God. You get 30 cents on a dollar. 70% of your check is gone. This is the rich do. Assets. This is how the middle class can flip it when you add a home-based business. Because you reduce the amount of FICA taxes that's come out of your paycheck. Most people are not educated that you can do that legally and strategically. So they have property, they have the intellectual property. I told you I just released my book on Amazon, Crypto Chris. If you're all just not coming in, check it out. On Amazon, I put the link in the comment section earlier. Crypto, bonds, and real estate. These are their assets which produces their income, rental income, royalty income. And then they pay expenses like taxes. See, people, with my rental real estate, I don't pay taxes on that till it's time to file taxes at the end of the year. When you get a paycheck, nothing against paychecks, right? I've gotten paychecks 16 years, but I also had money in our 4 quadrants. I had my own small business of credit repair. Then I shift that money to a big business by adding a home-based business. And then I became an investor and I make my money work powerfully for me. But all that started when I increased $500 a month take home out of the paycheck. You have to know how to make the little money that you have grow. That's the whole message of Matthew 25:14 in the Bible. Money should not be added, it should be multiplied. When the master gave the 3 sons, or the father gave the 3 sons, I know in King James it said master, a servant, but I don't want to use that terminology. Right, the slave terminology, and it is Black History Month. So the father gave the sons money. One 5 tokens of gold, 5 ounces, the other 2 ounces, and the one 1 ounce. The one that only add his money, he was called wicked and evil when his father returned and was put into hell on earth. It says, go now to outer darkness. Go where the poverty people are, with this weeping and gnashing of teeth. Right, Curtis? Rental income. So, people, if you don't have a home-based business in your portfolio for $129 promotional investment, it's a mindset problem at this point. It's a combination of a mindset problem and a lack of financial education. But with all the information I just shared with you, you should not be financially in the dark as far as education wise anymore. So text 129-2254-788-1144. Text 79 if you just want the credit repair. You don't want the cash flowing opportunities. You don't want the services to increase your paycheck. Then you can just get the credit repair. And for $79.99 with the software you need, with the experts you need, no letter format, right, to get effective credit repair because of the amount of people, the volume that they have. They can offer it at a very low cost. But again, both of those are only promotional investment costs for this month. So invest in yourself. This is Love Month, February. And the words of Whitney Houston, learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Invest in yourself. You deserve it. Don't forget to have your card, your index card, 800 credit score, put it somewhere visible every day, and 10,000 a monthly passive income. You can only get passive income when you network and use tax strategies and work with other people and mastermind. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Again, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Right next to it is a bell notification if you enjoyed the value and the worth. Also, give it a thumbs up. You all have a great, great day. Queen out.